folks, up here on a very cold snowy day in New Hampshire, shooting the M&P 1522. Got a Vortex Spark on here with the ×2 magnifier, which is a nice little bit of gear, especially if you're just wanting to do some training with an AR type of platform, but don't want to spend the money shooting 5.56 or 2.23 ammo, which we all know right now is just ridiculously expensive. So what I've been doing is just I've got some steel out there. I'm training with the M&P 1522, and what I'm really looking at and really doing are just basic, you know, up, look, press, what I call up, look, press drills, and coming up to that front sight, hunting that red dot, pressing the shot. Obviously, as we come up to point, safety comes off. When we come down, safety goes back on. So I love this gun. In my opinion, this is one of the best rifles for $400, especially if you're just getting into shooting. We're going to shoot it and put together some clips of different shootings on different days, but I think that you'll see why, as we shoot this thing, why it's such a great trainer and why it's just so much fun to plink with and just get out there and have a good time. Let's take a look at shooting from a couple of different angles. As I mentioned, one of the things that's great about it is your fire control system is pretty much exactly the same as an AR-15. So, you know, release the bolt, safety's on. As I come up to point, I see my target, I see my front sight, and I can press my shot. When I come back down to a ready position, then my safety goes back on. So from that standpoint, it's really an excellent trainer because you can practice all the things that you need to do while doing it on a very inexpensive platform. The other nice thing is from a loading, unloading standpoint, you're dealing all the same things, doing all the same things that you would from a AR. So I've got my gun up here in my workspace, I bring the magazine in, do whatever I'm going to do with the gun. So those are some of the nice features of running a 22 on an AR style platform, because you really learn to manipulate the gun without having to break the bank. One important consideration, again, when you're shooting and you like to shoot as much as I do, is finding ways to practice and do it economically. This 550 round value pack I got at Walmart, and I think was around 20 bucks, maybe 22 bucks, have several of these 25 round magazines. So for, let's say, 20 bucks, you can go out 500 rounds of this versus $200 shooting a 5.56 cartridge. So from that standpoint, from the pure economical aspects of shooting and practicing, the 1522, the M&P 1522 by Smith & Wesson, really, in my opinion, is a great way to go. So folks, that pretty much wraps it up. That's the M&P 1522. As I said before, I think this is one of the best firearms that you can get for $400. Ammunition, 500 rounds, will cost you 20 bucks. A couple of the magazines, and you're just out there having fun. It's a great trainer for those of you who also run the AR-15 platform, especially if you configure it to be similar to the way you run your AR-15. This, for me, is something that's very important because I can't always afford to go out and shoot hundreds of rounds of 5.56 or 2.23, but I can go out and shoot hundreds of rounds of 22 long rifle. So that's a great consideration for you, especially if you're trying to shoot more and do it economically. The second point, and the reason I recommend this so highly, is because it is really fun to shoot. In fact, just about everybody that I know that has tried my 1522 has gone out and bought one. They're just really, really fun to shoot, very reliable, very durable, and if you enjoy shooting as much as I do, and you just like to get out every weekend or every chance you get, the M&P 1522 is a great way to make your hobby affordable and something that you can do on a regular basis. If you like this video, click the little thumbs up arrow in the bottom left corner. If you also feel that you're getting some value out of the channel, please invite your friends and family to join. We'd love to have them as subscribers. And as always, when you're out there having a good time shooting, make sure you stay safe. Thanks so much and have a great holiday season.